In 1947, Oleg Antonov's dream to make a small utility plane came true. With Antonov and the plane was insanely successful and it's still flying today. That was the beginning of the Antonov Bureau, the aircraft manufacturer in Kiev that was the most famous in the world as the best Ukrainian aircraft manufacturer in the world. After the success with An 2, Oleg invited people to his team and founded Antonov Bureau. Later, in the end of 1950s, Airflot ordered a military transport plane with two engines. So in 1956, Antonov made the An-2. The exact one was needed for Airflot, so it ordered 50 more planes to its fleet. But N8 wasn't perfect. After a little time, N8 wouldn't be really interesting and useful as Airflot needed, so Antonov thought to make two more modifications of the N8, the N10 and 12. The difference between N10 and 12 that if N10 was made of steel, N12 was made of aluminium and was more reliable and safer. Also, both of them, 10 and 12, had four engines instead of two on 8 version. This is how the good reputation of cargo manufacturing of Antonov started. In 1965, a new type of plane was made that was the first in Antonov's products to break the world record to this day. Antonov An-22 NT is also a four-engined cargo plane, but it was twice as big as previous models, and it is the biggest turboprop ever made to this day. With the NT, Antonov went viral on newspapers, not only in USSR, but also in Western countries. Also, Antonov is good at making civil planes. In 1959, the first upper wing regional jet was made in USSR by Antonov, the Antonov An-24. The plane was that good, it was also used by Africa and Asia. The Western countries were still silent. They were waiting what's gonna be next. Also, after the success of Antonov An-2, An-3 was made in 1980 with more powerful engine and longer nose. Also, in 1983, a gigantic jet plane was made, the Antonov An-124. Once, it was actually the biggest plane in the world after the Boeing 747. But in 1988, from the hangar of the Hostomels airport, rolled up a giant that world had never ever seen before. Three engines on each wing and twin tail at the back, made to carry the Buran space shuttle. The new Antonov An-225 was ready to take off to Moscow, nearly the size of an American football field. It is truly the biggest plane in the world. It was used until 2023 when it finally arrived at the hangar, when it first rolled from and still staying there. Antonov still produces planes like the Antonov An-72 or the Antonov An-148, and more people recently started to wonder, how did Antonov got all its success? I hope this video was an answer to that question. Thank you for watching this video, and if you liked the video, please give me a like, press the subscribe button, and see you next week.